Hello guys, in the last video we have seen what are the various types of conversions we are able to perform by using wrapper classes. Here are given a small diagram: string type to object type and object type to string type to primitive types and primitive types to string types, primitive type to object type and object type to primitive type. These are the various conversions we are able to do now. Now in this video we are going to see the very first type of conversion. What is this first type of conversion here? Conversions from primitive type to object type. Conversions from primitive type to object type. There are three ways to perform conversions from primitive type to object type. Three ways are available to perform conversions from primitive type to object type. What are the three ways? The very first way, the first approach is like what now? By using parameterized constructor. By using parameterized constructor from all wrapper classes, In wrapper classes, we are going to use parameterized constructor. This is first one. Now, let's observe this clearly. I am going to show this. For example, public xxx of small xxx value. What are these capital xxx actually? This capital xxx are wrapper classes, and small xxx are primitive values. Primitive values means that, say for example, public integer of int value. This is constructor. Similarly, public long of long value. Like this, we are able to perform these conversions. See, by using this constructor, this is first approach. In this approach, we are going to use constructors. Inside this constructor, if you provide the value, automatically that value will be converted to the corresponding object type. Now let's see this one. We are going to see some examples directly. Now the first very example. Say for example, I want to use int I is equal to 10. Int I is equal to 10. Int I is equal to 10. Good. Integer in is equal to new integer of I. Integer in is equal to new integer of I. Don't worry for it. Now this is like what now? Deprecated. This strike off in Eclipse ID is strike off in the sense deprecated. Some alternatives are available for this constructor, so that we are going to understand in the future, but as of now understand it. In the newer versions of the Java, we are getting this is deprecated. The strike off option is nothing but what now? Deprecated. Don't worry for it. Still it will run. Deprecated library still it works, but better to go for alternatives. That alternatives we are going to understand. Now I'll display both I variable value plus space in variable value. Both I am trying to display. Now we can observe this clearly. Now we can execute it. If we run this one, here we are getting output like what now? 10 space 10. So I value is 10. At the same time, in value is also 10. In value is also 10. I value is 10 and as well as in value is 10. So this is the way to convert data from integer variable to like a small int variable to integer object. Now this I variable is a primitive. This in is what now? Object type. Object type. That means reference variable for integer object. So by using this wrapper class, we converted data from integer to object type now. So this is one approach. By using constructor, we are able to perform this type of conversion. This is one point. Not only in the case of int to integer, just example wise I have taken int to integer. We can take byte to byte, we can take short to short, int to int, long to long, float to float, double to double. Like this we are able to perform it. We are able to perform this type of conversions here by using this mechanism, by using constructor. Just example I given that clearly now. Next one is the second approach, the second one, B, option B. Now this is overall three approaches are available. to convert the data from primitive type to object type, 3 types are available. But now only one is completed. Now second one here we are going to perform. What about the second one? The second one would be by using value of method. By using value of method from wrapper classes. In all the wrapper classes, value of method is available, that we are going to understand. How this value of method is available? What is the prototype of this value of method? Public static. It is a static method. In all wrapper classes, this method is available. Public static, public static. Then after that, what next one here now? Right, xxx value of small xxx value. Right, again here what I am telling to you, capital XXX is like what now? Wrapper class, and a small xxx is like what now? Small xxx is like what now? Primitive type. Right, again here I am going to provide some data, no, some methods information. For example, public static. Now here we can understand it is like what now? Integer, like value of into value. That's it. Now this is the method here we are using. Public static integer value of into value. If you pass normal into value as a parameter value of method, it will return the data. The data will be converted into like what now? Integer object. That we are going to understand again. Now we are able to understand it clearly. Example I am telling you. So once again here I am going to take this data. Int I is equal to 10. Again I am taking the same thing. Integer in is equal to value of method is a static method. So here we have to use like what now? Integer dot class name we are able to use. Static members we can access by using class name. Integer dot value of I. Integer dot value of I. That's it. Now here we are not getting any strike off. But in the case of constructor we got strike off. Now we are not getting any strike off. So integer in is equal to integer dot value of I. So we are converting that int value to integer object. Now I am going to display both the values, I plus space plus in, I plus space in, that we are able to provide. Now let me execute this. What exactly that output here we are getting? Again here we are getting output like what no? 10 space 10. Output value here like what no? 10 space 10 output here we are getting. So this is an example for converting data from primitive type to object type by using static value of method. By using static value of method. This is another example. Here we can understand now. Right, so this is second approach. First approach is by using parameterized constructor, and second approach is what? By using a static value of method. And now the third approach is like what now? What is this third approach? By using auto boxing mechanism. By using auto boxing mechanism. What is this auto boxing actually? What is the meaning of this auto boxing? Nothing. Auto boxing is what now? Auto boxing mechanism was introduced in JDK 1.5 version. Right, sir. Auto boxing was introduced in JDK 1.5 version, not before that. 1.5 onwards, auto boxing is available. But what is this auto boxing actually? In this mechanism, we will assign primitive variable. We will assign primitive variable directly to wrapper class reference variable. Wrapper class reference variable. Directly we are going to assign primitive variable to wrapper class reference variable. Internally that conversion will be performed by JVM. Then not required to use any constructor, not required to use any value of method, no predefined library. Just directly, no predefined method. Directly we can assign primitive variable to wrapper class reference variable directly. Automatically, internally that conversion is going to be performed. Now let's observe this clearly. But this mechanism was provided in Java 1.5 version onwards. Now let's observe this clearly. Once again I want to rewrite the same thing. Int I is equal to 10, we have taken integer in is equal to directly I, that's it. Directly primitive variable we provided, that's it, not more than that. Integer in is equal to I, directly we provided this. Now system.out.println of I plus space plus in, I plus space in, that we provided. Now let me run this example. If we run this one, here we are able to get output like what now? 10 space 10 is an output here we are getting directly. So directly we assign primitive variable to reference variable of the wrapper class. So directly here we are getting that conversion, direct conversion. Internally JVM, that means Java will take care about the conversion from primitive type to integer type. We are not going to do any conversion explicitly, right? So now this also be one of the approach to convert the data from primitive type to object type. This is one point. Right, so now let me fill in the diagram now. One approach we completed, some primitive type to object type, that we completed. Now let me complete this part here. Let me fill in the diagram here. Three types of conversions here we provided. Int I is equal to 10, integer in1 is equal to new integer of I. This is one thing. Next one is integer in2 is equal to integer dot value of I, and third one is like what now, integer in3 is equal to directly I, that's it. So they are the three mechanisms we are able to use to convert the data from primitive type to object type. Maximum wrapper classes will support that. So if any wrapper class is not supporting one approach, definitely second approach is supported by another wrapper class. If the second approach is not supported, then definitely first approach will be supported. If both are not supported, at least the last one is going to be supported. Overall, they are the three mechanisms which are available to convert the data from primitive type to object type.